Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ash and I just recently moved to Seattle. I've never been here before, didn't know what the skyline looked like, wasn't sure if the Space Needle was here. Like I said it was here, but I wasn't positive it was here. I don't know where I thought it was. I just didn't know if it was in Seattle. So that should give you like some sort of clue as to how prepared I was to come here in terms of like knowing what the city was. And I thought it would be cool after being here for 24 hours to give my first impressions. Of course, there are going to be people that have lived here for years that'll say this is all hokey pokey. First, why are you saying hokey pokey? I don't know what century this is. Number two, cool. These are my first impressions. If this is all wrong, like let me know in the comments. If this is all right, let me know in the comments. But yeah, and just to give you like a heads up of what I've done, I've like bought stuff. I've gone to some touristy places like the Seattle Center, where the Space Needle is, so I know it's in Seattle now. Um, I went up to University of Washington, so I've just been like around, I guess. So here are my 9 first impressions after being in Seattle for 24 hours. Number 1, people are so nice. It's insane. I don't know if this is like I'm not on the East Coast anymore. People were just generally like amicable. I was walking and this person said hello to me. I was like, me? Me? Who? Me? Never happens in New York. If you say hello to somebody, you think they're trying to stalk you, they're hollering at you, or they're just not from there. Like, it's just not, like, you're not from here. Why are you acknowledging my existence? Number 2, there are hills. This city isn't known for its hills. Like, everyone's like, San Francisco has hills, ugh. But, like, Seattle has hills. So just be aware, bring appropriate shoes. Number 3, there is a lot of Seattle pride, just from like Seahawks paraphernalia to just like general like Seattle paraphernalia. People were just walking around with their shirts that says Seattle on it. And I was like, this is cool. This is lit. Hey. I don't know, maybe they have really good deals on like hoodies with the word Seattle on it. I don't know. People walk around and they're not afraid to show their city pride. Number 4, there are a lot more homeless people than I was expecting. I guess that's not something people advocate. They're not like, oh, we're sitting in homeless people. You're just supposed to anticipate that when you get here. But for some reason, I wasn't. So I was a little caught off guard when I saw that. For where I was, because I went to like the Westlake area and I saw some there. Not so much in Capitol Hill. Yeah, but the Westlake area and like around like Pike Place Market, I saw a few more. So I guess more condensed city vibe areas have more homeless people. They weren't dangerous or anything. They were just there. So wasn't anticipating that. Number 5, bugs exist, and that may sound stupid. Of course, bugs exist. It's the world. Yeah. Okay. I get that. But like, there are these weird and I saw them in like 5 different places. I don't know if it was a fluke. I was around Belltown, but there were these weird little bugs, and they're in the East Coast, or at least where I'm from. They have these like little gnats, and there are like 20 of them, and they just like get into this clump, and you're like, I don't know what you're doing. Are you guys having a rave? But they'll all just like be there, like in this little clump, just like zooming around and stuff. But these were bigger. It was like 5 of them, and I felt like they were gonna attack me. Like it was just horrible. It's just awful. So bugs exist. I think it's also because I was like, oh, it's a rainy city, bugs won't be around and about. And also there aren't a lot of bugs, in an urban area. But I guess because Seattle is so green, and has a lot of parks and just water, more bugs are here. I don't know. But there were bugs. Number 6. There's a thing with orcas. Now, in my limited research, I found out that orcas do like swim up into the sound and they like chill there, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, they have like a lot of like orca paraphernalia. I don't know, it was just because of where I work, like the symbols in orca. They have orca cards. Um, yeah, it's cool, these giant aquatic creatures that can like chomp you up in like a couple of bites. And it's like, oh, cute and cuddly. Well, yeah, there's a thing with orcas here. Solid. Number 7, public transportation is dope. Like, when I was looking at things which have been happening like a year ago or a couple years ago, they're talking about about this construction. And I was like, right, I'm not gonna get anywhere on time, which sucks because like I run purely on CPT. If you don't know what that is, too bad. Google exists, but I was like, oh, it's gonna suck, and they probably have like limited transportation, and I don't drive. Like I can drive, but I don't own a car, and I wasn't gonna like look to own a car. I wanted a city that has good public transportation, which is why I didn't really want to go to a city like LA. But damn, it's good here. Like they got buses running all over the city. They have these cool little like timetable thing. I mean, it's because I went, or I'm comparing it to like New York or Philly, which I feel New York's just known for being dirty. It's just a dirty place. Like I don't know why everyone acts like, it's New York. Like it's dirty. It's a dirty, dirty, dirty place. Like it's dirty. Cannot stress that enough. Philly too. Philly isn't as dirty as New York, but it's kind of scummy. It's like a little thin layer that's just like we are capable of having a bit of neglect. You know, and it's like I see your neglect, like it works, it functions, but you aren't on top of it. And I mean, that's kind of what I liked about the place. It was like, you know, this should be like the Philly, like they have this thing. This should be its motion. Like when games happen, just for all the times they lose, right? But Philly is clean and it's like high tech. It like gives you like times tables, tells you when things are coming. I felt like every bus stop was like a luxury event just because Philly will have a sign. It just has this like one little post, tells you the number, and you're like, chill. But here they have like coverings and they have like rapid ride. And it looks, they have these like cable things. Like it just looks well made, you know? Just it looks well put together. And I like that. I want to make this 7.5 because it's like an obvious one, so it shouldn't really be a thing. But I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, I should talk about this. My hair is really frizzy because I moved here and didn't bring any of my like really good rain jackets or anything like that because I was like, oh, it doesn't rain here, it miss, because that's what everybody else is saying, it miss. They're like, oh, you're coming from New York? Turns out, I don't know why this is like everybody's like go-to thing, it rains more in New York than it does in Seattle. And like true, but false, because it may rain more in terms of inches, but it rains more consistently here. You understand what I'm saying? Like it rains in New York, you stay inside, it's probably like a heavy downpour, and then the next day it's sunny, and you're like, chill, cool, whatever. Here, I'm anticipating it like rains consistently at this like weird, awful frequency. This is the rain, this is a cloud, and it's just chilling, it's just happening. And it's gonna be day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. You see, you understand what I'm saying? Like this is New York rain, but this is Seattle rain. But the days are more here. And I believe the lie. It was a lie. It missed. It was raining. It missed. This is from rain. The lack of not knowing where to go to get my hair done. But it's fine. It's cool. We'll be better. We'll do better. Maybe. Possibly not. A lot of my hair supplies will do better. Number 8. It is loud. I don't know what that is. Okay. And by that, I don't mean like people traffic or like car traffic. It's like air traffic. I don't know how this place is set up that I'm consistently looking up to the sky and seeing airplanes flying mad close. Maybe it's because I'm used to New York where it's like you can't do that anymore, right? I probably shouldn't be laughing about that. But anyways, yeah, so you just don't have a lot of like this air traffic happening. In Philly, the what's it called? The airport is pretty far south. So they aren't like flying over the city. So you just don't, or if they do fly over the city, they're like up in the sky. Here it's like I can read the numbers on your wings. Why are you so close? So you get to hear airplanes traveling around pretty frequently. It happens here and there, which I like. It's cool. I'm like, oh yeah, we can fly now. Isn't that cool? We can fly. That's off tangent. And finally, number 9. Black people exist. What? Everyone was like, well, all my people that I asked or heard who were black were like, black people don't exist in Seattle. They're like a rare specimen. Like, you'll be the only one. And I was like, sheesh, talking mushrooms. Damn, that sucks. But actually, they were wrong. All right, black people totally exist here. The difference is just like the numbers. Like there aren't that many, but it's like okay because there like totally are black people here. And maybe I'm more impressed by the numbers because I thought the numbers were going to be 0. Like when I thought about Seattle, I was like maybe a Space Needle, um, mist, like it's consistently looking like London fog all the time, I guess. I don't know. And then no homeless people because and no black people because but that was all wrong except for the Space Needle. That's here. That's physically here. Hooray. I'm a dumbass. But yeah, black people, they're out here. And there's some good looking ones too. Like there was this guy and he was walking by and then I kept staring past him at the girl he was with because she was looking like, whew, she was pretty. And then he gave me a head nod and my life like changed in that moment. It was like an affirmation of my African heritage. Like he did it and I started looking around like I have heard of this before. I have heard of this phenomenon where black people will see each other and greet each other with a head nod in any space whatsoever. And it never happened to me really, or maybe I just wasn't on the look for it. But it happened to me in Seattle and it made me really happy. So yeah. And so those are the 9 things or 10 things if you count my rant on my hair and my inability to, look at the weather app. Thanks so much for watching. And like, comments. I don't really care. Do what you want. Dislike the video. Honestly, I would rather. That would be so funny if I just got like a ton of dislikes on this video. No one ever says dislike the video. Don't like my video. Dislike my video. Because why not? No, black people don't exist here. And I was like, OMG, it's like the Lord of the Rings or any other fantasy novel where people of color are absent. Last point. It's the last point. This video is too long. I look like my mother. Which is really cool because it's a kind of a great city, as I can say since I've been here for days, not even a week. I repeated myself because I'm checking myself out. You look good, girl. Yeah. Look at you. Your hair is a mess, but that's okay. It's like, where's your body? I don't know, because your shirt has no shape.